Hi, it's John. I've had a request off David Blenkensop, one of my subscribers, and he asks, can we cover pentatonic patterns, how to cross them, and how to sort of use all 5 patterns in licks and improvise in solos and things like that. It's a really good concept and a good question. It's a great practice to get into, is being able to use all of these shapes to make one key. So say we're playing in the key of A minor. How can you do licks and things where you're kind of using the whole guitar neck and it sounds fluid and all of that kind of stuff? So what we're going to do is start with some basic exercises and show you some ways how you can do this. So the first exercise, we're going to use 4 notes at a time. We're going to ascend across 5 different box shaped patterns. So we're going to start with A minor, and it's going to be on the E string, fret 5 to 8. And then the next 2 notes are going to be on the A string, 5 to 7. So we're going to have this. Then we're going to shift up to pattern 2, starting from the A string. So you're going to be 7, 10, and then on the D string, 7 and 10. So what we've got so far. Then we're going to shift up to pattern 3 of A minor. It's going to be 10 to 12, then 9 to 12. And then pattern 4 is going to be on the G string starting. So we're starting on a new pattern and a new string each time. So then pattern 4 we're going to be G, 12th fret to the 14th fret, and then 13 to 15 on the B string. Then we're going to start on pattern 5. We're going to be 15 to 17 on the B string and the E string respectively. So the whole thing slow goes like this. That's one idea. I'm kind of ascending diagonally across the patterns. You could descend diagonally the other way. You could come from high notes down to low. You could use it backwards. You could do whatever you want. Another idea is to go more sort of horizontally or laterally up the guitar neck. So we could take another 4-note phrase. So I could use B string and E string of pattern 1. So 5 to 8 on the B and then the E. Then use pattern 2, which would be 8 to 10 on the B and E string. Pattern 3, which would be 10 to 13 and then 10 to 12. 13 to 15 and 12 to 15. That's pattern 4. And then pattern 5, 15 to 17. The third concept I'm going to look at is a really cool one, and you can get some great results sounding really intervallic and really sort of spacey, if you like, while using a relatively simple scale. So what we're going to do is look at string skipping. So we're going to again use just the basic 5 patterns of A minor, and then what we're going to do is start with a G string. So we're going to go from 5 to 7, and then we're going to jump up to the E string and do 5 to 8. So that's pattern 1. Then we're going to use the notes of the G string and the E string on pattern 2, which are going to be 7 and 9, 7 and 10, 8 and 10, excuse me. Then we're going to have 9 and 12, and 10 and 12. 12 and 14, 12 and 15. Then we're going to have 14 and 17, and then 15 and 17. So while this video isn't based on licks itself, these are more exercises and things to get you playing in between your patterns. They are really, really good and really good to get into that kind of thing, and it starts to creep into your improvisation playing. When you get really comfortable with these concepts and ideas, you can start to play around much more musically and more naturally, and that's the kind of thing that we're going for. So David, I hope that helps out. Please get in touch if anybody wants to email me or ask any questions or anything. No drama.